There is so much talk about women's hormonal health, which is great. But even though it's a bigger part of the conversation, most women are left even more confused about what it means for them and what to do about it, which is not so great. This confusion ends now. An award-winning German nutrition scientist created a powerful herbal formula called Hormone Harmony, which combines 12 powerful adaptogens into one single capsule. Each of these ingredients is carefully selected based on scientific evidence, and it's been proven effective in clinical studies for women of various ages and hormonal profiles. And Happy Mammoth, the company that produces Hormone Harmony, is famous for its zero-compromise policy. No GMOs, artificial fillers or flavors, or any other junk. Only science-backed ingredients in amounts that are clinically proven. The company surveyed over 1,500 women to see how Hormone Harmony helped them, and the results are mind-blowing. 86% of women started losing weight, 77% say it improved their mood, and 100% said they're feeling like themselves again. Hormone Harmony has over 50,000 raving reviews from women all over the world, with 98% of them saying they'd gladly recommend it to their friends and family. For a limited time, you can get 15% off on your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use the code HAPPYME, HAPPYME, at checkout. That's code HAPPYME at happymammoth.com for 15% off your entire first order.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
In 2005, two brothers hit the road to fight monsters. That road has led them to fighting demons, angels, and saving the world.
It's a journey that is taking them to heaven, hell, and back. But they aren't done.
Join our journey as we go episode by episode, following the adventures of Sam and Dean Winchester. We break each episode down with the writers, producers, directors, crew, and actors to bring you the behind-the-scenes stories of how this legendary TV series was made. That guy right there, that's Rob Benedict. He played God and Chuck Shirley.
Hey, and that guy there, that's Richard Spade Jr. He played Gabriel, Loki, and the Trickster. And P.S., he directed a bunch of episodes, too.
Now, while we are insiders, we're also outsiders, because we're not experts. This is our first time watching the entire series, all 327 episodes.
Rich and I have met many of the fans at conventions around the world, and we are deepening our understanding of why you all love this series so much. Because it's really good.
Yeah, it is. Now, listen. There will be spoilers, so consider yourself warned.
And thank you for joining us on this trip we call Supernatural Then and Now. Hey everybody, it's Rob Benedict.
And I am Richard Spade Jr.
And we're talking about Season 7, Episode 21. Reading is fundamental.
Gotta be honest with you about something, Rob. Remember this morning when I was texting you guys, like, hey, remind me what we're watching? And Steve said, reading is fundamental. I thought Steve was just being a dick. And was basically saying, go back in your text chain.
Oh, I wonder why, because you said reading is for a word I can't say on the air. And I was like, wow, that's harsh.
I thought Steve was like, we're jousting. Turned out, and I just now know this right now, that's the actual episode title.
Wow.
So.
Well, guys, we're getting close to the end of Season 7 with just 2 episodes to go. And you know what that means?
Yeah, that means there's only 2 episodes left to go.
That's right. But I got to tell you, these are getting good. It's getting good coming down the pike, I feel like. Well, this episode starts a certain way, but I won't start reading until you tell me.
No, because this is my time to shine.
Okay.
Where I simply look at you with my piercing eyes and say, Rob, summarize this show, won't you please?
Yes, sir. All right. Well, the episode opens with Kevin Tran, a high-achieving student, at home.
You know what I didn't realize until this episode? Obviously, we're longtime friends with Osric Chow, the actor who plays Kevin Tran.
Yeah.
I did not realize he was in the Beatles. ever.
I know his hair is amazing.
Dude.
His hair is, the mop top.
I kept thinking, wow, Kevin loves me. Yeah.
Yeah, he loves you. Yeah, the mop top. Kevin Tran with the mop top.
I love it, by the way. I'm all for it.
Me too. Young Kevin Tran in high school, this Kevin Tran.
Yeah, man. Lives by himself, looks like. Has his own apartment.
Yeah, but he's in high school.
Yeah.
Right?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
And I didn't piece that together until during the show they go, oh, you're only 16, or there's a news program that said that. I'm
he
like,
wants to go
whoa.
to Princeton. Yeah.
Only 16.
Well, anyway, Sam and Dean break open the clay slab stolen from Dick Roman, and inside is a stone tablet that I sign at every convention. And now I get to find out what it really means.
Finally.
It's covered in strange symbols. You know what I'm talking about, Richard?
Yeah, I see that thing all the time. And when they're beating that piece of stone open to get it, I was like, oh, there's that prop.
There's that prop.
We've seen a lot.
Right. Well, at that moment, Kevin is struck by a vision and collapses, his mind filled with the tablet's writing.
A lot of jibber jabber to the uninformed like ourselves.
That's true. Meanwhile, Castiel awakens in a psychiatric ward in Indiana, mentally unstable but aware of the tablet. Kevin keeps having visions of the tablet and drives to Indiana in his mom's car. When the Winchesters visit, Castiel is acting really strange, but identifies the tablet as part of the Word of God, transcribed by an angel named Metatron, but is unable to translate it.
There's a good Transformers joke in there.
Yeah, I always thought that. I was like, Metatron, it really sounds like a Transformer. Solid joke. During an argument, Cass vanishes, the tablet shatters, and Kevin, compelled by unseen forces, arrives and discreetly steals the pieces.
Is it just me or Cass being a first-class weirdo?
He's being a weirdo, man. I don't get it. Where's Cass? Where's Baby while I'm at it? Where's their car? What happened to their car?
They hid it. Remember Frank told them to hide it so they couldn't be identified?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Sam and Meg catch him and realize he is the chosen prophet. When Kevin touches the fragments, the tablet magically repairs itself, and he begins to read it.
Good, because Cass broke the dumb thing, and I'm like, what's the point of having you around if all you're going to do is break crap, you know?
Oh, he's just not being cooperative.
No.
He's being weird.
It's as close to Misha as we've ever seen Cass.
Totally. I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone cosplay as the mentally unstable Cass.
Well, it's the same outfit, though, isn't it? No, I guess it's the
he's got
trench coat over the labs.
Over the hospital garb.
The scrubs, yeah.
Yeah.
Rob?
Well.
I smell costume contest for you.
Yeah, hello. Kevin translates that tablet, which contains instructions concerning the leviathans.
Right.
While he works, a pair of angels, Hester and Ananias, arrive to take him away, declaring he must fulfill his role as prophet. Man, been there, huh?
Yeah, man. I don't have a lot of friends named Hester, but I know a couple of brothers named Ananias, and they're always, hey, come fulfill your role as a prophet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Ugh.
Well, Castiel intervenes, but proves unstable, so Dean banishes all angels with a sigil. The group flees with Kevin, realizing his knowledge is crucial in stopping Dick Roman and the Leviathans.
Hey, by the way, Hester's got a little chip on her shoulder.
Yeah,
she beats the tar out of Castiel.
Oh man, but you know what? He kind of deserves it. He's being
no man. There's nothing wrong with that. Castiel deserved a couple of smacks. And by the way, at the hand of Hester, where do I sign? You know what I mean?
On the road again. Kevin struggles with the burden, insisting he doesn't want to be a prophet. But Dean comforts him, saying being chosen rarely comes with a choice. Hey, I know that. I played a prophet at one point on this show.
And you didn't have a choice. They didn't ask you if you wanted to play a prophet. You just had to play it.
Nope, that's right. They said, you're cast. Castiel reveals that according to heavenly law, angels should train the prophet in the desert, but the brothers refuse to let Kevin go. On their way to Rufus's cabin, they see a new report about Kevin as a missing person.
That's when I knew his age, 16.
That's right, exactly. And Meg, who's been kind of hanging out with them this whole time, big episode for Meg, she spots two demons tracking them. They reach Rufus's cabin. Kevin continues translating.
Now, let me just roll the tape back here for a second. You know that opening sequence when Kevin's got the tablet and is running around in kind of a Keystone Cops-esque sequence where he's avoiding Jared.
Yeah, Sam gets him.
Yeah,
we all know the truth about that one.
I was going to say, would you have watched that scene and go, not that far in the future, that little mop-headed son of a bitch is going to beat the tar out of that tall.
That's right.
Tall, muscle-bound.
That's right.
Galoot.
He took him down in real life.
Bring him down like a spider monkey on crack.
Oh man, that was awesome.
A great day in American history. On foreign soil, no less.
That's right. That's right.
By the way, we're not going to talk about what that is. You know why? Because we're going to have Osric on this podcast.
Yes.
And at that point, stories shall be told.
That's right. And it's not going to be today.
No.
Soon, angels led by Hester arrive demanding Kevin. They accuse Dean of corrupting Castiel and prepare to take the boy by force. Hester turns violent, beating Castiel and nearly killing him.
Yes, she does. By the way, crazy that Meg is the one to save the day.
I know.
Do you notice the boys all stand flat-footed? Not a single person.
I know.
And I also noticed, did you notice in that sequence, and this is a production thing, Rob, it made me think, Meg's been there 12 hours or something, where all of a sudden the door blasts open. You know what I mean? They're all standing there in that cabin and the door blasts open and there's no Meg. You don't see Meg. I rewound it to go, did she get blasted out the door?
Oh.
And like, no, she wasn't there. So Rachel either it was in OT and they're like, we're just move the camera around.
But was she there and then not there?
Yeah, and then she showed up to stab him in the back.
I thought she went. Was this when she went away and killed the two demons?
No. She comes in the thing, gets stopped by this is after that.
Okay.
She comes in the cabin. She gets stopped by a devil's trap.
Right.
And then it has to turn her in the knife. And Castiel's like, there is extra demon blood on that knife. She actually did do it. And so she's now cool. She walks over and stands by Cass.
Huh.
And then, and I also could have just lost sight of her. But I swear to you, it looked like she was gone.
Huh. Well, maybe we can ask the person we're interviewing today who actually wrote and directed the episode.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Hester turns violent. That's where we were, beating Castiel and nearly killing him.
Yep.
But Meg stabs her with an angel blade, ending the standoff. Anais, a more sympathetic angel.
By far.
Yeah, takes Kevin home after the translation is complete. The Winchesters learn from Kevin's work that the Leviathans can be killed by a weapon made from the bone of a righteous mortal washed in the 3 bloods of the fallen.
And by the way, that's such a classic sort of biblical, what the hell does that mean?
I don't know what he knows.
Bone of a righteous human. Well, then Rob and I are out.
Yeah.
And then washed in the 3 bloods of the fallen? What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. What 3 people? A lot of people fallen.
Yeah.
I fall all the time.
There's a lot more than 3. Well,
Castiel contributes a vial of his own blood as the first ingredient before disappearing again.
Maybe it's washing the 3 bloods of Jimmy Fallon. Maybe it's a misprint.
Oh, that's what it is. 3 bloods of a Fallon.
And he has three gang members who follow him around, the Bloods.
The Bloods. Back at Kevin's house, he reunites with his mother, only for them to be ambushed. The Leviathan Edgar kills the angels guarding Kevin and reveals himself, leaving Kevin and his mother terrified. Side note, that's not the woman who eventually plays his mother.
Okay, dude, thank you, because I thought I was having a stroke.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, she changed.
Yeah, Lauren Tom plays his mom, but they must have recast it or something?
Yeah, because that was really trippy, and I'm not kidding. Obviously, it's been many years. I thought, okay, maybe Lauren Tom looked a little different back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I know me some Lauren Tom, and I don't think that's Lauren Tom.
Yeah. All right, Richard. Do the thing that you do.
Oh, man, this is a tough one, so I guess I'll do it. I was kind of dragging my heels, as you could tell, but okay, we'll dive in, because contractually we have to. It is time for Rob and Rich ratings. Osric is great.
Osric is great.
Osric, I mean, no, truly, I've directed him, he was in King's Con with us, but to see his first performance, his debut is super strong.
Yeah.
It's all Osric.
Yeah.
He's funny, he's endearing, he's
like Felicia in the last one.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're
takes
both the bull by the horns in a big way.
Yep.
In that regard, so much to celebrate. Castiel's a weirdo. Meg's there. The trucker demons are good. I liked Hester. And IS was good.
Yeah. Okay. So all the actors get a high grade, high marks from Richard.
Yeah. I mean, do you have something in your back pocket? I'm floundering a bit. But I'm going to figure something out.
I don't have a beard yet. I could tell you that I did like the episode. Yeah, I thought Ben did a great job.
This is the one written and directed by Ben Edlund.
Yeah, that's right.
And there are definitely some jokes in there that were Edlundian,
Yes, a lot of Edlundian jokes. I thought it was well written. It wasn't a typical supernatural episode. I didn't feel like in that there was no big, huge, I guess the big fight at the end was just between the angels when the angels almost killed Castiel, but it didn't feel like, it was all leading to that.
Right.
It was a lot of sort of information, but...
Do you remember what happened at the beginning? What was the teaser for this one?
It was Kevin studying, playing violin or whatever.
And getting knocked on the ground and that? Okay.
Yeah, that combined with the brothers looking at the, chipping the thing away.
Okay. Yeah. That was a strong teaser.
Yeah, it was fun for me to see that prop, which is used so much. The tablet.
Yeah.
Osric always signs his autograph AP.
I think he switched, and the reason why I say that is for a decade, I wondered what the hell he was doing.
Yeah,
signing his name AP.
Yeah, he doesn't do that anymore.
I think now he went rogue and uses his actual name
for an autograph.
I know.
That's weird.
I was like, whatever, dude. You do you.
But yeah, just stuff like that where you're like, oh, that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
He might have told me at one point, but I didn't remember that. And
he didn't tell me.
So that, that was good. I still don't know what's going on with Castiel and if it's possible for us to get the old Castiel back. That would be nice.
I'm going to go on a limb and say yes, just because we know it happens, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just, it's making everything a little complicated.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of sort of like complicated relationships going on.
Yeah, there are.
I mean, at least Sam and Dean are getting along.
Sam's, I swear to you, Sam's sideburns are getting pointier. Like, it is cartoonish, his sideburns. Okay, we got to slap a beard on this son of a bitch.
Okay, let's throw a beard on this son of a bitch. Okay. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I did too. I enjoyed it. I thought really, I wasn't kidding when I said I thought it was such a strong Osric episode, and it's always fun to see a new character come in and really take over. In that way.
Yeah.
And nice to see Rachel have a nice sizable chunk.
Yeah,
It wasn't just a breeze by for her.
What could we give it?
I got it. I know what I'm going to do. This is a beard that I think accurately reflects how I feel about the episode in facial hair form. And it's also a nod to one of the greats we recently lost. I'm going to give it the Terrence Stamp as Zod beard.
Wow.
Zod's got a just completely well manicured, beautifully structured beard. It's just not huge. It's not Stapleton-esque. But it's tight. It's high and tight. It does what it needs to do. Puts a little attitude on the face, and kind of rounds out the jaw, makes it look tight and firm and sharp.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Terrence Stamp as Zod.
Okay. All right. Great.
And we lost Terrence Stamp, man. It's a real bummer.
Yeah. We did. Okay. I'm going to go with something similar. How about Jason Momoa's Aquaman beard?
Dude, I almost went Momoa.
Wow.
I literally almost went Momoa.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. His Aquaman beard, there's a lot going on in there. You could reach in there and pull out a
swordfish,
a shrimp, a crab. There's definitely crabs in there. There's a lot going on, a lot of mixed things going on, but it's a hell of a powerful beard. No one's going to argue with that beard.
No, not at all. And on a powerful man, it's a good look. It accentuates an already strong look. I think it works.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Funny that we both picked superhero.
Yeah. Well, you inspired me.
First time ever.
First and last. Listen, guys, we're so excited to have. We've been called his best friend by him.
Yeah, well, that's because he didn't get out much. That's not a compliment to us, really. It really speaks more to the fact that we need to get Ben out of the house.
Ben wrote and directed this episode, and fun fact, Supernatural ties the original The Tick animated series for number of scripts written by Ben, 24.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's super cool.
Yeah. And without further ado, here is our conversation with Ben Edlund. Well, once again, we're talking about an episode that you wrote and directed.
Yeah, man. Nice job on both fronts this time.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. That was another tour de force.
Indeed.
Well, it was a big one because you introduced Kevin, who becomes a big part of the show.
Yes.
You've got Castiel back, crazy Castiel.
Yeah, crazy ass Castiel.
Yep.
Yeah, Castiel's acting all squirrely.
One of my favorite ones, in a way. I mean, apart from just Cass being Cass, that was the one that I enjoyed a lot, and it was fun to direct.
Yeah, Misha seemed like he was having a good time with it too.
Yeah, in the backseat with Kevin when he's like, boop. on his nose.
Oh no, he's amazing. Yeah. He's crazy that he's both straight man and comedy relief at the same time.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good point.
Very Misha.
Now, writing Crazy Castiel, was there like anything that inspired this version of him? Was there a limit of how crazy to make him?
Well, in my mind, although all the characters around him are very upset with what's gone on, he's actually as close to healed as he's ever been when he wakes up, because he actually is in sync with the oneness of existence. He's seeing all the plans. He's following the route of flowers. He sees the logic of things and understands that pushing only gets pushing. And like, he's dropped out of conflict. And like, if everyone had a pill of what he was on, it would be over, right? It'd be awakenedness. He would be enlightened. Everyone would be in that place.
Right.
So that when Sam is like, we'll fix you, man, or whatever, he goes like, wait.
Yeah. He doesn't feel broken, which is...
No, he feels at one. And that's where he's the funniest.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like he's finally checked into the jet stream of as much as all of these celestial beings are in all this angst, it's actually a loving universe in my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you could take a breath of oxygen while you're looking at a daisy, you know, and having a slice of pizza and wearing your favorite pants, then how dare you accuse this universe of being nothing but chaos? Right?
Yeah.
I've never heard it put so accurately. How did he arrive at this though? Because he got the devil out of Sam a while ago.
Sure.
It made him catatonic.
Yes.
Then when he comes back, he's great. How did he miss being tortured by Lucifer?
Oh, well, I mean, don't underrate catatonia.
Okay.
Like a death-like state. In my mind, so there are a couple of ways of viewing it. There's the way of the cross, which is you find salvation through crucifixion. There's this shamanic sort of ritual initiation by dying, or like being psychically, if not physically, dismembered, you know, like, and then you see it.
Right.
You have to go through it and then you see it. So he went through it and then he saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then, of course, after a while, your friends drag you back in Carlito's way. It's like, you have to fight. Everybody has to fight. There's nothing but fighting. So eventually he gets, you know, because anyone who sees it, if you go back and hang out with your cigarette smoking friends, you'll start smoking cigarettes again. So like, that's ultimately a tragedy in and of itself.
Right.
It's in such a sort of a whatever Manichaean overlay of existence that there's only good and evil and punching.
Yeah.
Right. But for a while, for a moment, he was like, I saw it, man. Guys, I'm not fighting. No one should be fighting.
Right.
Don't get angry. Why are you angry? Like,
Right. Yeah.
It's an interesting state that he finds himself in, man. Like it is, like you said, it's not a joke, which is what makes it funny.
No. Yes. It's just that levity is a part of the good news. Have you heard the good news?
Right.
You know? And then so few people on this show have heard the good news.
Turns out.
Right.
I'm not talking Jesus. I'm just saying like that.
Yeah. No, and that's what's interesting. It's almost like he's out of place in the show for that reason. You know?
It's ridiculous. It's totally absurdist.
Right.
Him trying to express to them that it's okay. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is as dumb as him saying, pull my finger.
Yeah.
It is as crazy. It's like, why don't I just say, pull my finger and I'll blow all the lights? That's about as close as they'll get to understanding.
And by the way, that's such a funny sequence. And as it circles back to him saying, oh, we're all going to laugh, it was actually very endearing because you see his sort of like, can't we all just enjoy this and not make it like so weighty, you know?
Yeah, well, he wants them all to get on his bus because then they could go have a picnic and smell flowers. And then we could talk about where we don't see eye to eye or whatever without all this craziness. But everyone's so torqued up because they're in the field of space and time.
Yeah. Right. Especially this group, very torqued up.
Oh, Jesus, the torque. Oh, my God. The two brothers can't even sit in the same car together.
I know,
the torque is so
a lot of torque. Yeah, try to play a game of Sorry with torqued up Dean.
Oh,
yeah, but I got to go with Dean on this one. Seemed like bad timing to play Sorry, which as a board game enjoyer, not a great board game.
Yes.
So already,
Oh, you don't like sorry? You don't like Canadian sorry?
it's you Canadian sorry. All right.
I played it a lot with my daughter and with Jenny when we were together, and it's got a good bloodletting quality to it. Like, you really go
Right.
after each other, and you can really f each other's fortunes over.
Yeah.
I like it. It's low to the ground. It ain't no f***ing Risk.
Right.
Are you just talking sorry versus Risk?
Yeah. Right.
Risk.
Right.
No, it's a far cry. For sure.
Or Catan or whatever the hell.
Yeah. Well, maybe bad timing, but also Dean was getting creamed. He was killing him.
Well, I remember this. Mr. Kripke is not a fan of that scene.
Oh.
No, he was like, that whole sorry thing is too on the nose, man. It was almost like he was going, aren't you ashamed of yourself? And I was like, no.
Okay, so let's play this out though. If Mr. Kripke didn't love it, but it made it to the show, so you must have had a convincing argument for why it mattered.
Well, I mean, this is such a season that he is off doing other things, and he's like, he glances back for a moment, and he's going, "Really? That's what you're doing?"
Gotcha.
And I'm going, "Yeah."
That's awesome.
And I understand his point of view, but I have a history of just I'm from the bogs. I can be pretty rustic. I don't know how to put it. Not very sophisticated sometimes. And I just love it. I love to be like that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. That's a great quality to have.
That's it.
Hey there, this is Jensen. I hope you're enjoying the episode, but we need to pull over for a second for some messages, and I gotta take a leak.
Hey everybody, Rich Spate. You know what doesn't belong in your epic summer plans? Getting it from your old wireless bill company. Those guys, come on, man. It's summer. Like, you're planning beach trips, barbecues, 3-day weekends. Your wireless bill should be the last thing holding you back. That's why I made the switch to Mint Mobile, and you should too. With Mint, you get the coverage and speed you're used to. You like the finer things in life. You like, to be on it with the internet and the cell phone service. You deserve that kind of treatment, and they deliver it. But they're going to do it for way less money. And for a limited time, Mint Mobile is offering 3 months of unlimited premium wireless service for $15 a month. All the plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text. You can yap and yap and yap and yap with your besties, and it ain't going to cost you any more. And it's all delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. What's up, G? Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your old phone number with you. That's right. You don't have to diss that old homie. He's along for the ride, along with all of your existing contacts. The service is as good as or better than any service I was using. You get everything you want and need out of a cell phone, and you'll pay a fraction of what you've been paying. So make this the year. Skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get the new customer offer and your 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/supernatural. mintmobile.com/supernatural. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Hey, everybody, it's Rob. How's it going? I was sent this email by our producer, Stephen Hine, that said Quince wants you to come check him out again. And I was like, oh, yeah, Quince. I love this place. I love this site. So I went on. Just like literally a couple hours ago. Got myself a shirt. I got myself a new Apple Watch strap. I got myself a bag. And they've got everything. Like cozy cashmere and cotton sweaters for just $50. Breathable flow knit polos. Comfortable lightweight pants. And the best part, everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands. By working directly with the artisans, the people that design these outfits, and cutting out the middleman, Quince gives you really nice items without the markup. The other part I really like, and I'm thinking this as I'm scrolling through, is that they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices. And they only work with premium fabrics and finishes. This is an excellent website if you're looking for clothing that is affordable. I'm super excited to try out my new stuff, which I found very easily, by the way, just by scrolling through the men option. And, they have a lot of women option as well. They've got something for everybody. So keep it classic and cool with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/STN for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/STN to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/STN.
Hey, guess what? We're back.
Let's talk about Kevin Tran for a sec. So Osric does a great job.
Yeah, Rob, this is fascinating because Rob and I really sung the praises of Kevin, Osric in his debut role here.
Oh, yes.
So what was the concept of introducing Kevin as a prophet of the Lord?
Well, okay. So it had stages in it. Kevin exists. I took the mandate and created Kevin, but he exists because of Sarah Gamble, because this episode, for me, apart from being whatever takes place in the episode, my larger sort of mapping, I was intensely focused on trying to find a new body of exploitable lore for us to have moving into the next season or moving forward. And it's kind of based a little bit on the Kabbalah sort of research that I've done, but also, if we could say there's an underwriting to existence, and there are these, and the word has power, and that notion that Metatron and then these tablets and the word of God, that whole structure gives us a whole system of language, of secrets, of MacGuffins, and it kind of creates a new power race for the Leviathan and for all of us. So I came to Sarah, I was going to have these ideas about what this could be and how we could maybe move forward with that as some idea. And she was like, okay, but like, make it a person. I'm going, good idea, right? Because it was all very dry. It was like, and I was like, in the Kabbalah, they say that the world is tubes. And she's like, can you make it a human being? And then we could enjoy it as viewers. And I was like, if you insist. And then I, back and forth, I proposed Kevin. Part of it is just I love the last name Tran, as like it's Metatron and Tran. It's got just, there was a sort of I loved him being, I'm Kevin Tran. Like it's always like, I'm Kevin Tran. I'm in advanced placement.
Yeah.
Like, that's his whole like little logo for himself or whatever. That's his destiny. He's definitely in advanced placement, right?
Yeah.
And Kevin Tran becomes this iconic problem for Crowley.
Right. In the future, yeah.
The Kevin Tran, Jesus, so it was about the musicality in part, and then also wanting to bring some diversity into the show whenever it was possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Albeit stereotypically.
It was interesting having him be 16. Was there ever any pushback on that? Only because then you get into the casting. I know you can cast somebody over 18 for a teenager, but nonetheless, he's going to be around for a while. Was there a dialogue about that at all?
Not especially. The only dialogue was, well, of course, we're going to cast him a young-looking over
18 guy,
the age of a minor. There was no question about that. We weren't going to be caught in a work bind.
Mm-hmm. And Osric is so good.
Yeah.
So what was that casting process like? Was it like, we're seeing a lot of talent and then Osric comes in and they're like, oh, well, there you go.
He stood out to me. Like, we saw a number of folks. He's just, forgive me, he's just so cute.
No disagreement from these guys.
And he's excellent. And then you look at his resume, and he's got so many different, like, if we needed him to suddenly be a combat master, that was fine.
Yeah, he's a well-rounded dude and very athletic.
He's a very well-rounded dude, and he knows how to wear a dress. He knows everything.
Yeah, he does.
He knows what he's up to, and that's everything about Supernatural. Kevin fits totally in the universe perfectly, and that there is this sort of overlay of physical perfection to almost everyone in that universe.
Yeah.
Right? And that you look at the different editions, and it's like he did everything actorly that you would want, and then he looks perfect for it. Mm-hmm. It felt self-evident. And I think everyone else agreed. And then he did great.
Really great.
Yeah, it was a home run.
Yeah. And then he's got so many other nice moments moving forward you might not have seen.
There's a lot of Tran we have not seen, I guarantee you.
So you knew when you created that role, this was going to be a recurring character.
Wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I was of the opinion that Supernatural's kill rate was way too high, and it needed to constantly be reseeded with characters that could make story, because if you're going to kill Bobby, Jesus.
I know.
It just happened, right?
A couple episodes ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I did it.
You did it.
I mean, I put the bullet in his head.
Yeah, we're not happy with you about that, by the way. Just,
That's cool, right, though? You pick up the hat and there's a hole in it.
Yeah. Dude.
Did you go, oh, no, oh, his poor hat.
That's all that because I'm such a haberdasher.
Episode end, Bobby's hat is hurt.
I thought for sure he survived.
Oh, somebody help his hat.
What we need is a ghost of the hat.
Like the sorting hat, but different.
That ghost has a ghost on it.
So this is one of the episodes you wrote and directed.
Yeah.
And you're the only one on the staff that ever wrote and directed their own episode, right?
Pretty baller, I guess.
Very baller. I mean, you're a pretty baller, but it's really baller.
That's my rap name.
Are there ever moments on set where there's, they're going, hey, Ben, can we say it like this? Or
Oh, totally. I find myself actually quite flexible in some ways. Like there are things that must be said, and then there's like a bunch of little language where I would see it be sort of shuffled around or different. Obviously more natural to the person saying it, just the kind of setup language that gets to the meat of a line.
Right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that I would see things shift and I'd be like, okay, great. That's cool. I like the way their face looks. And like, it's very good to have written the material, be a producer, and be directing it. It's like a very good triumvirate of perspectives and bases of power from which to be like, we're going to collapse this, we're going to change this, or like, we don't have time, so this is going to become what this is. It gives you a lot of advantages that I think you don't get to have maybe Rich, was your first one Supernatural, or did you direct somewhere else?
First, I directed commercials, but my first episodic television was Supernatural.
And it's like, there is a lot of support there. It's a good place to start.
Oh, man. It's funny. It's like, it's a ton of support peppered with, and actually you're probably a more respected member of the team than I am, so you might not have gotten this, but there's also a fair amount of like locker room hazing a little bit.
Well, you're actually from up there. I'm from the head office.
Right, so you're intimidating and they respect you.
Yeah.
Two traits I don't have, I don't bring to the table.
You're already there. They've seen you in your underpants.
Bingo.
Yeah. Well, this episode is bringing all the pieces together for the season finale, and you were in a similar position directing episode 20 from season 6.
Do that.
Is there pressure lining an episode up for landing?
Yeah. Yes, it is, but it's less pressure than landing.
Right.
Which I have done, but in this case, I was generally like a setup. I always saw it as from even like season 5, where it's like the devil, right? And Sam finds Brady, and it's like before you go into the big run, all the fireworks go off and the crescendo, it's like you want a moment of emotionalization. You kind of come into some kind of, what are we doing?
Right.
What does this mean? So that you can it's a force amplifier or multiplier, where you sit and you can kind of find things that will be put forward for the audience and then exploited moving forward, ideally. Right.
Yeah.
So, all of those relationships and how much Sam had lost.
Right.
How much life Sam had for him from the very beginning.
Right.
In that case. And then obviously with Castiel, it was in 6, it was all about emotionalizing his situation. So we understood from his point of view what the hell was happening and what mattered and why. And in this case, there's a stop moment where, like, to me, it's like Dean is going to this guy, you've been chosen and it sucks. I'm sorry, man. Do your homework.
Right.
Like, it's over for you. You've been chosen. It's over.
Right.
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 And he's like, prophet, what? and like Dean knows what it is to be chosen.
Right.
Sam knows what it is to be chosen. It means it's over, man.
Yeah.
I wish I could say something else. Here, breathe in a bag.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Do your homework.
A dirty bag.
Yeah,
by the way.
so gross.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't
Filthy
do
bag.
that. That's so full of like sawdust.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
someone was huffing paint out of that bag.
You really don't want
know.
to do that with a found bag. You want to bring your own bag.
It's also nonsense. Great EMT, Dean. That's actually not a thing.
Yeah. Dean certainly did seem to not have the. I know he didn't have the fraternal or even paternal connection with Osric or Kevin. He seemed more annoyed.
I think it was too painful. Like, this is another person that just got thrown into the mill. I think he identified with him a lot.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's where that comes from.
Yeah, it's like Jesus. And in a way, I would call it older sibling.
Okay.
It's like, you don't have time to cry about it. We didn't.
Right.
Like, cry on your off hours. This shit is serious and you could die. And if you don't do the work we need you to do, we could all die. It's over for you.
One of the things that Osric did really well was, yes, there's a humor to his panic, but it's also very genuine. He plays it very from the heart.
Yeah.
And I found that very touching.
What's happening?
Yeah. What's happening? That was really good.
To me, I was hoping he got there. And there, to me, is an homage to Poltergeist at the end, where they forget that the older sister is not in the story, and she shows up at the end, and her only line is, "What's happening?"
Yeah.
So here's a question that maybe you can answer. I don't even know if you can, but Mrs. Tran in this episode is not the Mrs. Tran in future episodes, the actress.
Well, that was not something I was a part of.
Gotcha.
So I don't actually recall.
Lauren Tom was the mom that we are familiar with.
That is the one that I associate. So it's interesting because that's two down.
Exactly, dude. It was, speaking of dicks, it's a Dick Sargent, Dick York switcheroo.
You got a double dick situation.
Double dick.
Not the. Oh, leave the joke alone.
On the dance.
A lot of jokes here. I'm just gonna put those down and leave those on the ground.
Appropriate for the season. It's season appropriate.
It is.
Yes, and true. Well, Ben, thank you so much once again for coming on and chatting.
Dude, I mean, I could do this for another hour and a half. Thank you so much, man. I love your insight and perspective on, honestly, quite frankly, lampshades. I mean, anything, but talking about your work is especially cool. So we appreciate you.
All right. Me too. Thanks, guys. Good fun. Hope you do wonderful in your chosen paths.
Our path chose us, Ben. You know damn well. We didn't choose it.
I know the same.
We don't have a choice.
I feel the same way. Okay.
All right,
More
Ben.
of the same. Bon voyage.
Yes.
Hey there, it's Misha Collins. If you're like me, you want a break from the sound of Richard Spate's voice, we'll be right back after this.
Hey everybody, it's Rob. Are you excited about Wednesday Season 2 dropping on Netflix? I know I am. It's such a fun show, and I'll let you in on a secret. The Wednesday Season 2 official Woecast is here. That's right, prepare to dive deeper into the mysteries of Wednesday with the ultimate companion video podcast. Join the frightfully funny Caitlin Riley, who, side note, fun fact, was in Dead Boy Detectives. Join her along with her producer, Thing, as she sits down with a marvelously macabre cast and crew. Together, they'll unravel each shocking twist, dissect the dynamics lurking beneath, unearth the deep Addams Family lore, and answer all of your lingering questions that simply refuse to stay buried. Guests include Emma Myers, Joy Sunday, Hunter Doohan, Steve Buscemi, Fred Armisen, Catherine Zeta-Jones, the Joanna Lumley, and also show creators Al Goff and Miles Miller. And of course, Wednesday herself, Jenna Ortega. Plus many more. I mean, this podcast is not to be missed. With 8 delightfully dark episodes to devour, you'll be drawn deeper into the haunting halls of Nevermore Academy than ever before. But beware. You know where curiosity often leads. Whoa, 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 whoa. The Wednesday Season 2 official Woecast is available in audio and video on Todoom.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you find your podcasts. You've been warned.
You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Thank you for supporting Supernatural then and now. And now, back to the show.
A man with a giant baby face. That's all I can say.
That was super fun, as always, to talk to him about that episode. And
he's just a fun guy to talk to. I wasn't kidding about anything.
Yeah.
You could just call him up and Zoom about the weather. He's such an intelligent guy and so interesting and fun and funny and uplifting. And did a great job directing. And obviously, he's always great at writing, but did a great job behind the camera on this one as well.
Yep, absolutely.
And again, I'm going to go back to the giant baby face because that was
hilarious.
Really jarring.
That was hilarious. All right, well, I'd like to get into a little bit of what I like to call mythology.
Mythology.
So in the episode, the tablet contains the Word of God. God's Word, whether written or spoken, is often described as alive, active, and extremely powerful.
Well, of course, it's the Word of God, Robbie. What do you think?
That's right.
It's also believed to have the power to create reality and transform lives. In many religions, the Word of God refers to divine communication or revelation. For example, in Christianity, it is often identified with the Bible or with Christ himself, as in the book of John, chapter 1, verse 1, in the beginning was the Word. In Islam, the Quran is considered the literal word of God as revealed to the Prophet Muhammad.
Many mythologies associate divine speech with creation itself. In Genesis, God creates the world through speech. Let there be light. Similarly, in ancient Egyptian belief, the god Ptah creates the world by speaking it into existence.
That's pretty powerful, Ptah.
Yeah.
Before Christianity, Greek philosophers like, that's a bummer of a name.
Heraclitus.
Canceled. Sorry, Robbie, just got canceled. That person used logos or word to describe the divine principle that orders the cosmos.
I would have thought maybe he used pages, but he's still in Microsoft Word.
He's still in Word. And by the way, I had to do a lot of cut it out, guys. Not funny. Ha ha. No, I've heard that one about 1,000 times. Damascus. Thank you.
Among several Native American peoples, the world is created through the speech or song of the creator. Spoken word, chants, or stories carry sacred power that maintains harmony between the natural and spiritual worlds.
It's pretty intense, pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I always liked how sometimes, people tie in nature to the divine and kind of cool.
Also, it's always interesting to break down all the religions and realize that they're all so common.
There's a thread, man. There is a thread.
Yeah.
Speaking of threads, it's time for Fun Facts! Fun Facts! Fun Facts.
The title of the episode comes from the nonprofit organization that promotes children's literacy. Reading is fundamental. Or if you're Richard Speight, reading is for
people who love to read. Reading is for people who love to read. I assumed that Steve was in my defense.
Mm-hmm.
I have no defense.
Tell it to the judge.
Your Honor, I have no defense. The episode was originally titled "In Case of Emergency," which I guess would go on to say "Break Glass." In case of emergency, break glass, right? That's.
Yeah. The Hungarian title is "A Propheta," the prophet.
I could translate that. That's one of the few things I could see in a foreign language and go, I bet that means a or the prophet.
Yeah.
Not so lucky with this next one. It's from our friends in Japan.
Uh-huh.
And they entitled this episode, well, as always, I'm not going to insult their culture by trying to say it, but it loosely translated means the happy fun boat that kills you.
Huh. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't mention a prophet at all. It's weird.
Huh. Well, Sam states that after Dean opened the tablet, all women in their final month of pregnancy delivered their babies. Jared Padalecki's wife, Genevieve, gave birth to their son while this episode was being filmed. I don't remember him saying that.
I do remember him saying that, and I remember thinking, I don't get what this tablet is doing if that's the trigger. It seemed weird to me.
In the final month of the pregnancy, that's what they're going to do. They're going to deliver babies.
Yeah, but it triggered everybody to go into labor, basically, is what it's saying. Everybody near term goes into labor when the tablet was opened. Huh.
Interesting.
It'd be really interesting if you didn't know you were pregnant. All of a sudden you gave birth.
Right.
Huh. Who knew?
Who knew? But interesting fun fact that Genevieve gave birth while this episode is being filmed.
Indeed. Misha Collins, the actor who plays Castiel on the television program Supernatural, said that he relied on sleep deprivation to help him play crazy Castiel.
Did he now?
Our advice would have been, hey, just be yourself.
Sleep deprivation. Is that what we're calling it these days?
Yeah. Is that the name of the streets?
Okay, Misha.
To trick the cops?
On Kevin's school planner, the names of his teachers are names of Supernatural crew members.
Interesting.
I missed that one.
On the front of Rob's school planner, it says Mr. and Mrs. Sola Sam.
That's right.
100 times in different script.
That's right. We're getting married and no one can stop us.
Well, Robert, your wedding aside, a great podcast.
Yeah.
You showed up in fine form.
Thank you.
Anytime we can have Sir Edlund, we're in for a treat. And then you got Osric Chow knocking it out of the park. And just a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one altogether. Good one. We're heading towards the end of the season, everybody. So stay tuned. Yeah.
We sure as heck are.
This episode of Supernatural features Jared Padalecki as Sam Winchester, Jensen Ackles as Dean Winchester, and Misha Collins as Castiel.
Guest stars include Rachel Miner, Osric Chow, Benito Martinez, Emily Holmes, and Bob Fraser.
Reading is Fundamental was written and directed by Ben Edlund.
We don't get to say that very often.
Nope.
Editing by Don Cook, music by Christopher Leonards.
The special effects coordinator was Randy Shimku.
Executive produced by Robert Singer and Sarah Gamble.
Supernatural was created by Eric Kripke.
The episode featured the following songs. Jack Squat by Nobody.
This episode originally aired on May 4th, 2012.
May the 4th be with you.
Oh, that's wild, yeah. This episode of Supernatural Then and Now was hosted and executive produced by Richard Speight Jr. and Rob Benedict.
Produced by Stephen Hine, written by Stephen Hine and Haida Holscher.
And edited and associate produced by Trey Booty. Music provided by Tim Wynn.
This episode was recorded with the help of Sonic Fuel Studios.
This podcast is from Story Mill Media.
Follow the podcast on Instagram and YouTube at SPN Then and Now.
Become a member of the podcast to get early access, chat rooms with other fans, and video interviews at patreon.com/SPN Then and Now.
By the way, I got to say, Benito Martinez is a great actor. Very underutilized in this role. He's got 10 episodes of Supernatural under his belt. I had no idea the man was in this show ever.
I know. He just comes in and has like one line.
Does anyone ever call
constantly
you Dick, Richard?
Oh my God. I've had
Yes.
believe me, when your name is Richard, and by the way, there's not a dick joke in this season that I haven't heard myself in my life multiple times.
Right, of course.
Because when you are saddled with that as a name and you live in our America, you are going to get from knee pants forward dick jokes.
Of course.
I always feel like with Richard, it's like the boy named Sue.
A little bit.
You know, like Richard.
Tough.
Richard's super tough. You cannot make fun.
Well, you
of
had
Rich,
to.
like
Rob, to your point, you
Flip
kind
it
of have
back
to. It's a running joke, but not a joke. Like at a young age, you got to learn to embrace the dick, because if you fight against it your whole life, you'll be constantly going, "Don't say that to me," and you're done for.
Yeah,
that's your journey.
Yeah.
What's hard is being the guy not named Dick who's friends with the guy named Dick.
Yeah.
And he throws everything right at you. He throws you under the bus every chance he gets.
Hey, at least you're not from Regina. You know what I mean? So you got that going for you.
What a dick. My dad.
Well, I think Jensen made the joke. It's a pretty obvious joke, but I'm Dick and Rob has been a dick. So we have the double whammy.
Oh my God.
Which I was never made fun of until I met Richard.
But Jensen made that joke, not me. Ha ha ha.
My dad was actually Dick Edlund.
Oh, really?
Was his name Richard?
At work. Yes.
Yeah, my dad was Dick Speight. My dad went by Dick Speight.
Yeah. Oh, Dick Spate's great.
Yeah.
Dick Spate.
He went by Dick Speight, and that's why
I come and kick your ass.
I had to revert and go with Dick Jr. Dick Jr. was what all my high school buddies called me, and
Dick Jr. is tough. There's a lot that Freud would have to say about that.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
At least you weren't Little Dick.
No. At least my last name didn't amp it up, I know there was a guy that my sister knew in high school named Dick Brush. Like, you don't need to do that to somebody.
We had Richard Head Toyota.
No, you didn't.
We did.
Oh,
in
yeah.
my hometown. Richard Head
Yeah.
Toyota.
Richard Head was a newscaster that I put into the tick. And like, I would always be like, nobody knows his name is Dickhead.
That's awesome. Genius. They do now.
Well, anyway, Sam and Dean break open the clab, the clab sleigh, or the clay slab. That was on me. That's not Steve. That's me.
Remember your country music alter ego, Clay Dix?
Yeah, no, but now that you say it, sounds vaguely familiar.
Bon voyage, best of Jenny, and then he's gone. That was a quick exit.
Storymill Media.
The Old West is an iconic period of American history and full of legendary figures whose names still resonate today, like Jesse James, Billy the Kid, and Butch and Sundance, Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, and Geronimo, Wyatt Earp, Bat Masterson, and Bass Reeves, Buffalo Bill Cody, Wild Bill Hickok, the Texas Rangers, and many more. Hear all their stories on the Legends of the Old West podcast. We'll take you to Tombstone, Deadwood, and Dodge City, to the plains, mountains, and deserts for battles between the U.S. Army and Native American warriors, to dark corners for the disaster of the Donner Party, and shining summits for achievements like the Transcontinental Railroad. We'll go back to the earliest days of explorers and mountain men, and head up through notorious Pinkerton agents and gunmen like Tom Horn. Every episode features narrative writing and cinematic music, and there are hundreds of episodes available to binge. I'm Chris Wimmer. Find Legends of the Old West wherever you're listening now.
Does music really have the power to heal? How can you instantly be more persuasive? What would the world be like if there were no bugs? These are the kind of topics we explore in every episode of my podcast called Something You Should Know. My name is Mike Carruthers, and what we do on Something You Should Know is we find leading experts and curate topics that will impact your life, satisfy your curiosity, or simply fascinate you, maybe all of the above. Out of all the millions of podcasts in the universe, Something You Should Know is usually ranked in the top 200 of all podcasts on Apple. A lot of people like Something You Should Know, and I'm willing to bet you will too. We deliver 3 episodes a week and have a catalog of over 1,000 shows for you to listen to. Give a listen to Something You Should Know, wherever you get your podcasts.